Hello,
Buddy.
how's it going?
Good work there, getting that date locked in. I was a little worried, but
Yeah, I know. Yeah, I was just like, well, yeah, I don't know why I just didn't do that earlier. I just got nervous because I responded to him and he's usually been pretty quick to get back to me. So I was like, all right, but that's a huge relief. So we can do that.
we can move forward with that. That's awesome. Okay, so let's look at all the dates because I am aware that there is 5-5 challenge and everything else.
So we're gonna move the 5-5 to August.
Okay.
So we already have that. Now we can still do the goals,
Mhm.
the Q2 goals, but because we had um the 5-5 was just in May, the last one. It
Mm.
was like a little too close, so just to spread it out a little bit, give a little breathing on that. But yeah, let's see here. Let me just get there we go. Okay. So, all right. So what we have now is so 5th through 11th is the
Do you,
members
do you want
event.
to share? Do you want to share your screen with me so I can see what?
Yeah, yeah.
Thank you. Hmm.
Okay. So 5th through the 11th members event. Then we'll have the 12th. Here, do you want me to just pull up a Google Doc and I'll just write it out?
Sure.
Or so I guess this is what we have so far. That's like locked in.
Yeah. Plus the 12th is the masterclass.
The 12th will be the master class. And
And
then the only other real option for Wednesday would be the 26th. Um, because that would be the start of the ME, the 5th. 12th is the master class. And then you guys will be out that date this week. So that would kind of be the only other date.
you see, it's hard, isn't it, having that gap in the middle of the month?
Yeah.
Weird if there's anything. So I'm just having a quick look on my calendar here.
Yeah. I'm thinking if the 26th works, I mean, that's another way to plug that submissions are open for the ME too, because that's the same day that submissions would open for the August ME.
Yeah. Yeah, we definitely need to do we definitely cannot do anything on that week, as far as Keith is concerned.
Okay.
So, with that in mind, yeah, because I was thinking that it would be nice to have the 5-5 challenge covering that gap. Usually what we have for the 5-5 challenge, like the premise of it was to kind of kickstart everyone on their quarterly goals. That's kind of how it was built.
I mean, we can do it. I just moved it back to August just because it had only been a month.
Yeah.
Because
And
we
when
can
in August were you going to do that?
where was it? I put the 21st to the 25th.
Yeah.
You know, we can definitely move it.
I'm gonna go with what you think is best, John. I mean, if you feel that August is you know is best, I'm presuming that the decision is being made from the perspective of if it's too close, maybe not enough people would join, and if we extend, get a little bit more gap, then there is a higher
Right. There's a
likelihood.
more fresh, it's more fresh coming back into it. Like scarcity is sometimes the best, exclusivity is kind of the best driver sometimes. So that was my thinking of moving it.
Yeah. Okay.
I could, I'm wondering if there's just something that,
Like maybe what we could do actually that would be quite fun. What was the agreement with Bound to Divide
in terms of,
in terms of what is he delivering on the masterclass? Is
so
it
it'll be, yeah, it'll be similar-ish to how the normal master classes are, but I talked about, so in our tech setup, we're gonna go over like, maybe going into some sound design type stuff.
yeah,
So
that would be really fun to kind of, if we did have something like that in the masterclass, to have like,
that following week, yeah, I agree. I think if I can talk to him, if he does want to touch on, well, he also does, let me have a brainstorm about this because he does two things really well on his channel. He does deconstructions of pro tracks really well, and he'll do like a whole remake of a track. So we could do like a challenge on, or like recreate one of your favorite tracks using like, similar techniques, or we could do something like some kind of sound design challenge, but that's like a little bit more, it
yeah,
seems ambiguous. I do like the idea of um doing like a track breakdown of one of your favorite tracks
yeah.
and recreating it or something along those lines.
So we could do that. I think that would be fun, and kind of do like almost like call it like the fire round or something like that. Something like, like lightning, like not lightning because we've used lightning before for another challenge, but you know what I mean, like so that it's
Rapid recreations.
yeah, something like that is like a 7-day period or something, to
Yeah.
get kind of really stimulated to
Mhm.
get the studio and buzzing. And so I think that could be cool. Do you think that is something that we should wait until you have the tech set up with him to
To deliver, yeah, I think so, because I want to just double check just to make sure.
what he's going to cover and everything?
Yeah, yeah, exactly. So I can follow. He said he's behind on emails right now, and I think he might be like visiting family or something. I just saw his Instagram story, so that might be why. But as soon as I can meet with him and kind of just get more exactly like if there's any nuance stuff to what he's going to deliver, we could base some kind of follow up after that for the next week.
Yeah. Okay.
But yeah, so I think as soon as I do that, we can always add it to the calendar, bro.
Yeah, for sure.
Um,
Okay.
so
I think that works. I think there is a plan there, because if even if it's like, yeah, so there is something in the community, even if it's not like a live session, so to speak, there is an initiative of some sort, something for people to get stuck in on that week, for example.
we could do, I mean, another thing that I already have kind of set up and like the copy and everything written for is that, a couple months ago, I talked to you about that, like think like an artist roundtable type thing where it's just members can come in and we can just do like a roundtable talk, like with me and other members and just ask questions and stuff like that. You could always do that. I mean, I pretty much have the whole copy written out for that and everything.
Oh my God, I think that would be amazing.
So yeah, I mean, that's always an option.
Yeah, I think that would be incredible. I think that would be really cool. Do you think that, and I think it ties really nicely to the beginning of the quarter as well.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, we can do it something like that. I would probably just want to have. Yeah, I mean, I don't think it needs to be what it really is. Just kind of conversation. Like if people like, I could pull up stuff on my DAW and we could like try out different techniques and stuff like that, or tell people to come with Ableton with like their sessions, or if we want to take a dive into it. I can have a think about it more, but I mean that's something that I pretty much have prepped and ready to go. It's sitting in the back pocket.
Awesome. Like if you look, either or, like whatever you feel is the best. Like we'll do both in at some point, meaning we're not going to do them together, but like both of them are going to
Just when do you want to put it in?
it's just whenever you want to put it in. It's you. I'll let you decide that because that sounds great, both of them.
Okay. Yeah. I mean, if Julian has something Bound to Divide, if he has something like super meaty that would be like then let's do that.
Perfect.
But if it's, if there's nothing really, like if it's just doing something to do something, then I'd rather not, and probably just go with something else.
Yeah. Sounds good to me.
Okay. But we're good with you think the 26th
Yeah.
is fine?
I think that's fine. Yeah. I'll just triple check here, but I think I had already looked at it. Yeah, it's all good.
Cool. And then the goal setting, we can do the 3rd through the 10th for submit your goals and upload your outcomes.
Excellent.
Yeah. Okay. Well, that
was there anything else that you wanted to discuss this week?
No, I don't. Well, I mean, just maybe some community stuff. What I was looking at. So one thing I noticed this week is, okay, when other people start posting, other people start posting like crazy. It's like a runaway train.
Yeah.
One thing I did, so this post, I know I put it in there. It's not so much as a discussion post as it was more of like, it didn't really get much traction in terms of comments, but I think it's useful and I pinned it. So I can like have something to direct people to. There's probably a couple posts that I'm gonna clean up. I don't know if you guys saw yesterday when John posted this in the community. Did you guys see it?
I did see he posted something. I didn't read it. I saw that it was something that related to an old post that he had made.
Yeah, but he initially had all this guy's information like in the post and like everything, and I was like, dude, don't like blur it out ASAP. I want to keep the post in the community, but I'm gonna take it down if you don't blur it out like right now. And so he was very nice about it. And like I messaged him right away because I do think it's gotten some decent discussion and it's a relevant topic, but he was like putting this guy's information all on blast in the community. And I was like,
well spotted. Yeah. Bloody hell.
Yeah, luckily I saw it like right away. So I was like, oh, all right, man. But he was very nice and he understood and was appreciative. So that was good. So there was a lot of posts that came into the community. I
love your idea of making that reel. That I think it was Enrico who posted that. I saw your comment underneath it. Was it Enrico at the top? There.
This one will.
No, it was Will. Yeah. Yeah, I saw a comment about kind of having members create something. Is that something?
Yeah, well, that was that hacks and racks thread that I already have like prepared for, but it kind of lost a little bit of steam because the integration with Monday was getting so clunky that it kind of was turning into sort of a nightmare. But in terms of like a post, what I'm thinking we could do is we already have that Dropbox. I could just make a new post, take the Dropbox link, put it in there, and we can just use it that way.
Yeah.
Just to recirculate it back in.
Did Will make this?
Yeah.
Wow, that's pretty cool.
Yeah, I know. That's I should ask him how he made that. But yeah, no, I thought that was good. I don't know. I think the metric might be a little bit down this
But the
week just
metric is
because
down because you're counting, for example, that hashtag post, is that part of the metric?
well, I'll probably take that out if that's fair.
I think
Take
that,
that one out as well as the where was it? The radio live session one.
yeah, I agree. I think those need to come out.
And I'll probably do a little bit of tidying on some other posts. Like Vidar posted another thing for Iraq. I might put it in Will's one. And then there's another one that's in the inspiration thread that Enrico posted on a live session that I might put into the inspiration thread just to tidy things up a little bit. But
Right.
there was a lot of posts. Definitely wasn't a lack of effort on my end. I feel like I've been
Oh my God,
hammering
I
people.
know, John, I know that.
Yeah. Yeah. But the thing is like when a ton of posts comes in like that, that shows me that more people are coming in and asking questions. And like I'll take a little bit of a dip in the metric if more people are posting and
Yeah,
I'm doing what I'm doing on my end to get people involved in the combos. But the Monday goals thing worked out again. That went from 24 comments to almost 60 now.
amazing.
So yeah, that's been really working well. So yeah, I don't know, that was pretty much
Yeah.
that's all I really had on my end
Oh, that's
in
great.
terms
Really good.
of week. So yeah, anything
No, there's nothing
anything
on
on
my end. There's nothing on my end other than the masterclass dates. No, there's nothing on my end. So I want to make the announcement to the team. I'll do that next week. About your new role.
Yeah.
I received your pay stub yesterday with the new salary, so I'll forward that to you. And so
Gotcha.
is
With
today?
the pay stub with like the tax stuff too.
Yeah,
Yeah. So you just send that via email.
yeah, I'll do that today.
Okay.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Today's Thursday, right? So I'll do that today,
Yep.
and tomorrow you'll receive your first salary with the increase.
Got it.
So yeah, it's all good.
Okay, all good. I don't know, maybe this is a bigger discussion for a different time, but it's more around like the amount of members. Um, just in terms of if we're gonna do a launch again anytime soon or
Yeah, Keith is he's coming out of his grave.
Yeah.
Uh,
Good to hear.
he's feeling much better now. So I think today is the first day he really got back to things to normal.
So yeah,
But
that's good.
yeah, he has been talking about launch. I just don't know. We haven't actually sat down and put a plan of action, but we'll definitely have to do something for the second half of the year for sure.
Yeah, and I was just thinking about that too from like an engagement and content point of view, is like thinking about seeing less registrations and stuff for things, maybe like exposure, like the longer we have the same people, like they are getting better at their stuff, and maybe like thinking about how can we start to integrate stuff for people who aren't just at the like needing to finish music, like they're
Yeah.
finishing music, like how do we target them, because that's the people that want to start getting more value from, because I can see where the value starts to plateau a little bit once you reach a certain point.
Yeah.
What's FMM gonna offer now that you're like a good solid producer and want to stay in the
I think that's a really good
the
point and something that would be really worth us discussing. And even if it's not in terms of content, well,
yeah
it could be content too, but I'm thinking even if it's like if we stepped up like things like the way that we connect people, like connecting people even on a like having mini, I don't know, I'm going on a tangent now, but I'm like,
Yeah, yeah,
I'm kind of, but I think it's a discussion worth having for sure. We should definitely
yeah,
plan that.
yeah. Because I
How,
want to. I want to. Oh,
Mhm.
sorry.
No, go ahead.
Go ahead. I was just gonna say though, when I look at the cancellation board, what I really want to see less is people saying not what I need or accomplish what I needed,
Yeah.
because like those are the people that we want to have in the group and being active in the group, people that are, at that level
The Mark
where
Allen,
this is.
yeah.
Yeah, exactly. The Mark Allens, the like Lee Huddlestons, those guys, like, like we want to have them, more of them, and how it like, I guess, I could, here's what I'll do. I'm gonna reach out to Mark and ask if he wants to set up a Zoom call to just maybe ask him about where the value he gets from FMM, not
Mhm.
FMM plus, but
Mhm.
FMM,
Yeah.
just because I want to, like I said, that's the target of people that we want them to stay.
Great. I love that. I think that's a great idea. And then let's talk to Keith. Maybe it's something that we can bring up at the end of tomorrow's meeting, just to kind of just basically what we've just said now, just so that Keith is on the loop with us,
Yeah.
and he knows what we're both thinking. And kind of just what I want to do is I basically just want to say to Keith, with you, of course, when he feels that is the right time for us to kind of have that discussion, because I don't want to put
Mhm.
something in the diary for us to kind of talk about it and nothing happens. So
Yeah.
I want it to be a case of, okay, so when is the right time for us to have a conversation like this, so that we can create a project and actually act on it and,
Yeah.
take action,
Yeah.
basically.
Yeah, agreed. I think it might be a little bit on his radar already, because we had one meeting. I think when you were out, we did our one-on-one together, and we were talking about how he was going to start looking at kind of like when the honeymoon phase ends. Like you join FMM, you're super stoked, the honeymoon phase, and then there's kind of like a little plateau. And it's like, where do we identify people at that point in time? How can we capture them to make sure it keeps going up?
And actually, that's a really good. I really like the term honeymoon phase, actually. But we actually have some good data in that, because we're able to see how many months on average somebody stays on it in FMM, and so we can kind of see how that fluctuates as well. But I know I think I get what you're saying in terms of the honeymoon phase. I think what you mean is like when the engagement starts deeping, right? Not necessarily when they
Yeah.
cancel. Is that what you mean?
Yeah, when you start, so I actually got it from when I was talking with Greg Barker in the One Take Wonder challenge. He had talked about how like he was saying, "Oh, I joined right away and it's awesome," and then I kind of hit like a plateau. Yeah, so it's not canceling, but it might even be still members that they don't. It's not that they cancel; they stay members, but the engagement drops off
What
with
you?
FMM, and
Yeah.
yeah, and it's like, and he said that like getting recognized in the challenge was like a huge thing. Like he was questioning his music, and that like sparked him back into like a like rocket ship. So yeah, I don't know. It's just something that we can definitely look at and dive deeper into, because I think it's a bigger. It's
Yeah, I
a
do too. I do too. Okay. Yeah, no, I'm excited. I think it's going to be, we have some really good opportunities here to do
yeah,
some really cool stuff. So
yeah,
awesome. Okay.
agreed.
Well, I will let you crack on. I will catch you tomorrow in the meeting.
Perfect. Sounds good.
Awesome. I'll take
All
care.
right.
Speak soon.
Yep. Bye.